We are live. The Larry's Season 2, Episode 22. Yours truly, Larry P. Direct from summer camp, two-time Stanley Cup champion Larry Melnyk. The pride and joy of Beltsville, Maryland. Clinton F.W. Bell IV.
Hello. Good evening.
What's going on, gents?
Everything's good here.
What?
Jessica's brother.
What do you got going? What's going on in that background? And how about that hat?
Well, we're watching Blue Jays because they're on a little bit of a streak. They kicked the Yankees' ass. They're playing Detroit. Clement just hit a 3-run homer. All the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters are playing outstanding.
Blue Jays are good, and now they're running into a Detroit team that's lost 9 out of 10.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was.
Billy K back.
Hey, Billy.
Billy a little season. That's a nice stalk of celery you got there.
Yeah, not wilted. Very fresh. So, no, today it's been extremely hot. So, I golfed yesterday. My back's been out. My eye is scratched. That's why I'm wearing glasses. But today I was down at the river. So, we're on the Pacific side, as you know, right, Lawrence?
Yes.
And you're on the Atlantic side, as you know,
can
Lawrence.
walk to the Atlantic Ocean in less than 3 minutes from where I am.
Okay, I got to drive. It's probably half an hour, but that's okay. Bless me. So today, the guys I golf with, they have the one guy is a pro, Craig. I got a Frenchman. He's top 5 Frenchman, Big Josh, and Roddy, who I've known forever. So we go down to the river. So we got creeks, we got river, we got lakes, and we got the ocean. But 7 minutes from here, right beside the pub we go to a little creek, and we go sit in the same spot. We've been sitting there for years. And I wore the hat. And this hat is from Flocky. So I don't want to assume or go ahead of ourselves, but I think August 21 will be our first guest in Sicamous, BC.
Woohoo!
Live from Sicamous, Flocky Hockey. I love it.
So I got this hat from his golf course, one of the nicest golf courses in anywhere. It's
Wonderful.
So what's up with you? What's going on?
Good here. Hit the ball over the weekend, played well. Hit some good tee shots. My approach shots were very good. Couple great chips, moorings, and Hawk's Nest. So I had a double dip. Weather's been beautiful. A little bit of rain in the afternoon, but we're getting out, and things are good.
Excellent.
You got a nice beverage there, Clint. I think you broke into the tequila tonight.
Yeah, I'm enjoying a margarita over here. It's delicious.
Now you guys are
buzzed.
I just have the traditional Corona, but fortunately I always have a backup. I don't need a flask here, but you got to go with the Jameson.
Is that a can of margarita, or did you make it from scratch?
I made it from scratch.
Nice.
Yeah, the best way. Yeah. Fresh squeezed limes.
Yeah, nice.
Clint likes the sauce.
I'm buzzed tonight, gentlemen. Let's see how I do driving this ship.
In our little show prep, Clint seemed like I think he started early today.
Okay. That's good, I guess.
You can't make this shit up. Any more bear sightings for you this week, Larry?
No.
Billy K with the rum buckets. Very good audible. I like that. Now here you go.
One beer on the Ukrainian plastic.
The bowl. Ukrainian plastic purchased at the big box store for $1.
At Walmart for $1. So
that's what makes you great.
Yeah. So big trip coming up. This Sunday, my wife and I are going in the little. Clint, do you have a picture of my car yet that you can show, or no?
You've shown it before.
Yeah, did you? Okay. It down.
As you say, the Mazda convertible.
Yeah.
Clint and I would say Mazda.
Yeah. Well, it's a Mazda.
I'll track one down. I'll put it up on screen.
It's that cherry red sports car that's loaded with a 60-pound bag of golf clubs, snacks,
So I'm playing tomorrow. I'm playing with and Butch. Butch is in Maple Ridge. He's an Italian. He likes the Italian sausage. So he tells me, he texts me. He says, make sure you bring the pepperoni tomorrow. I said, I'm at the river. I got to do the show. I got company coming. I got no time. You go get the pepperoni yourself. So I'm playing with Butch tomorrow.
Butch the Italian.
Yeah, but I got no sausage. But I do have, and I will throw in some homemade pizza that my wife just made, and I'll just wrap that up in saran wrap and throw it in the bag. See what happens. But
I'll do my shout out early. I found a new place last week. 2 fat guys from Brooklyn, Italian deli in Port St. Lucie. I've eaten there 3 times in the last week. It's my new go-to. Mario and the boys, wonderful, and plenty of sausage, as they would say. We would say the sausage. So I will be back there. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
That's it. So the wife and I are going to get up at probably 5 or 6 on Sunday morning, get in the car and drive to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is half an hour east of Spokane. Might take us, well, it would take you in that BMW convertible probably 7 hours. It'll take me 4.5.
I got that M4, which is a V6 twin turbo, and I assure you I would get there before you.
No, well, I don't think so. But anyway, and, you know, you have to know how to maneuver in and out of traffic. Like so I can do that. Exactly. Thanks, Billy. I will drive that thing goes. It probably weighs. It's like one of those, you know, those planes we used to throw as kids. They just go up and down like that. That's how much it weighs. That's why it's so fast.
Now, if Rochelle's in the passenger seat, where do the golf clubs go? Or let alone any kind of luggage? We can barely fit her suitcase, my suitcase in the trunk. She sits there. No golf. We're going for 4 days. It's going to be 92 degrees there every day. Really?
We're going to the Coeur d'Alene Resort. We're going. My cousin is at Beyond Hope Resort. He's got a big boat that he just bought and a 50-foot trailer, whatever. What do you call them? Winnebago. I don't even know.
Winnebago.
Yeah. So we're just gonna hotel it, eat out, relax, pool.
The summer of Melnyk continues. The one little curveball here, I know you've said in the past, you've shared with me, you have 2 separate bedrooms at home. Whenever you got the extended hotel stay or at Paul Melnyk's house, you're confined to 1 bed.
Nay. No. So I make all the reservations. We're staying at the Ruby. I don't know if it's a Wyndham or a I don't know. Anyway, 1 room, 2 queen beds. The resort, 1 room. I think it's 2 queen beds. Could be a king. That's as close as we get.
So 1 room, 2 beds. So very I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke. You got the 2 little twin beds.
Yeah. And I'm always the farthest, closest to the window, and she's always closest to the bathroom.
How come?
Just in case somebody breaks in, they're going to shoot her first, right?
A gentleman of you.
Clint, the last of the romantics.
But I'm looking forward to it.
He would let Rochelle take the straight bullet. Rochelle, get in front. Break it up.
Yeah, it's
I always got to sleep on the right side of the bed. That's my thing. The right side.
I can't sleep
on the left side. Got to be on the right.
Hold on. Okay, as you're looking at the bed, right side or left side?
Well, no, I guess if you're laying in the bed, right side.
If you're laying, Clint, I asked you a specific question. If you're looking at the bed, as you walk into the room, the beds are usually on the right side. Correct? So you're going to be on the left side of the bed.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on the other side.
And that's where I sleep, only it's a different bed. That's all. It's pretty simple. Left side of the room. By the window, because there's usually a chair there. I put all the snacks. Like I got you don't even understand.
You're all set. Baked goods. Yeah. You got all your did you bacon today?
She made pizza today. We'll freeze it and then take it on the road. I've got the Walmart specials. You know, the cheese with the little stick that you eat with the cracker. The worst thing, processed cheese. I don't mind that.
Cheese whiz.
You know, I got some peanuts. I got some peanuts, trail mix, She's got some pistachios. You got to have pistachios. So, and then what's the other one? Yeah, just little snacks. We'll probably buy a bag of chips. I try.
Meat. You got
I try not to.
Any beaver?
I try not to eat chips, but chips usually less.
You got any beaver rub in the bag? It's a nice piece of celery just put in your mouth.
They'll be rubbed, but they'll be rubbed, but it's more for my back and my knees.
So there'll be a rub down. Your bed of Rochelle's, or do you take turn? Oh, what do you got there? A little. What is that little salve? Looks like a prescription.
That's a CBD lotion just to throw on your back when it's. Yeah, it works pretty good.
Wow. You got everything. You got all the accoutrements.
Need it.
Liquor,
you need all that. You got to be careful though, because you got to be careful because Orange Man doesn't like THC and shit coming across Canada, which makes absolutely no sense. But whatever. So go down there and buy if you have to buy some stuff.
I got a buddy of mine who's been drinking that little beverage with the THC. He was diagnosed with what they call a fatty liver, so he's been drinking these beverages now, which is the THC right in the big can. So
I'm a fan of the THC.
Clint.
Well, my understanding is
a couple 6-packs.
If you have a THC in your golf bag, like I have a prescription rub that I use to put on my back and on my knees while I'm golfing. But if you have THC in it and you go across the border, you're done. You're never going across again.
Oof.
They catch you.
You're going back home.
Canada to the United States, they catch you. I'm never going to the United States again. You can't bring that shit across. CBD, THC, zero.
Well, you got to stick it in Rochelle's
they're pricks.
Stick it in Rochelle's
Doesn't matter where, if they find it, they're.
Oh yeah, then she's in trouble.
Yeah. Officer, I've never seen this salve or bomb or gel or this lady before in my life.
Yeah. Take her away. Take her away.
Take it away.
Since when has that ever worked?
Oh, well, you can only wish.
That won't work. That won't work.
Enjoy your celery. It's been a rough couple of days. Let's do another ceremonial toast. We lost a couple legends these last couple days. First and foremost, Ozzy Osbourne passed away earlier this week, 76 years of age. He just performed this month in England. True icon, legend, Black Sabbath, great solo career, TV show, much more. Beloved by all. Rest in peace. Mama, your Ozzy's coming home. Salute.
Cheers, Ozzy.
Number 2, today we lose Hulk Hogan, one of the most recognizable figures, global recognition in and out of the wrestling squared circle. Cultural impact was massive. He set these current guys up for life now. He turned everything, just took it to the next level. The first WrestleMania throughout. Man, great guy, lived in Florida, just spun out his old American beer. I
didn't realize he was in Clearwater.
Yeah, all these former wrestlers, they live in Tampa. Whatever it is, there's a bunch of them. They're all based out of Tampa. The great Jerry and Jack Briscoe, my old buddies, bunch of them. Macho Man, they're all there. But this was a surprise. You talk about Orange Man. This guy was. They were very close.
Yes. There's a lot of. There you go. They're
both up there having a nice cold one.
Yeah, not to get into it, but they did do some stuff to their bodies that's probably not normal, and it might have caught up to them eventually. So,
both over years consumed a lot of product.
Yeah,
in their own way.
Exactly. And we're not professionals. Well, we are at certain things, but we won't assume that they did. But we've heard.
Yeah, both good guys, great respective careers, and we say rest in peace.
Yeah.
News of the week, a bizarre story. I don't know if you get the newspapers up in Canada or you follow the news, but Long Island, New York. There's a guy, and this is a tragic story, so I don't want to make light of it. Either his mother or wife are getting an MRI. This gentleman walks into the room. He's summoned to come in to help the mother or wife out. That part of the story I haven't, determined what was.
I think it was his wife.
I think it was the wife. He's wearing a 20-pound, chain around his neck. These MRIs are magnetic. The machine is on. The poor guy gets sucked into the machine. Nobody comes in to try to assist for a while, to shut it off, whatever. The poor guy dies. Heart attack? I've never heard of anything like that. You've had MRIs. I've had MRIs. You got that changing room. You go in. You don't roam around. Where was the technician to assist the wife out? And this poor gentleman hears, "Hey, can you come in here?" He goes in. What a way to go.
Well, the first thing the nurses tell you is, please disrobe and go down to your underwear.
Yeah, there's a locker room. You change. You take off with you. You take off your watches, your chains, all your jewelry, your bling.
And if
you change, you go. You walk in there with your boxer shorts. Well, that ring doesn't come off.
It doesn't. Yeah,
He started setting.
But I'll take it with my car keys, even, because I don't want anybody stealing my Batmobile.
No.
So if I'll take my keys, my watches, which are quite expensive, and this ring obviously is expensive, and I'll put it right there in front of her. I'll put it right there in front of her. Then we go through the machine.
Well, you got a locker room with a lock, so your stuff is safe. Or if
you don't
even bring it.
We don't have a lock. No, not at our Eagle Ridge Hospital or wherever I go for X-rays. There's people walking all over the place.
Really?
There's 30 people in the waiting room, plus there's 5 or 6 people by the lockers. There's no lock unless you bring your own. And
that's the socialized medicine. Here, I've had MRIs. There's a locker room. You put your shit away. You got a code. You change your code, whatever. You put it in. You're escorted in and out of the room.
Yeah.
Nobody comes in. And then isn't the technician conducting the MRI in that little side lab area?
Yeah, it's separate.
That's the person who escorts you out. And
yeah, that's well.
I feel for the guy, 61-year-old guy up in Long Island. That's a tough one. The next one, you'll get a kick out of. This one has been a huge story the last few days. I'm a big fan of Coldplay. So they're playing in Foxborough, Mass. And the Kiss Cam goes on.
Yeah.
Astronomer CEO at the time, Andy Byron, caught on the Jumbotron with his little HR squeeze. As soon as the Jumbotron goes on these two, basically Andy drops to the ground. She does a 360, covers her face. Chris Martin is watching this, on stage, and he comments they're either very shy or having an affair. It went viral in moments. There's all kinds of crap on social media about it now. It's ridiculous. But both have since resigned. And this guy had a wife and kids.
They weren't the only ones caught on that Kiss Cam, though.
Uh-oh.
Does he have a mustache right there? Like he looks like he's from what is it? What's they call it, the Italian area of New York? That's where you look like you're from.
I'm from the Bronx, but Clint, if you notice, and all fans who watch the show notice, I'm the pitcher and Larry's the catcher.
Yeah, Jesus. Man.
Ooh,
Is that
get that salve out of here?
Clint? Is that his actual head? Who is that?
No, no.
I wouldn't think so.
I got it close.
Yeah. So that's AI.
This picture looks like I'm at a Tropicana nightclub in Little Havana.
Yeah. Holy Christ.
And look at Larry. Looks like some impediment.
I'm not happy. I don't. It's a nice sweater I've got though. I look.
You don't like the cuddle?
No, that's not good.
I
That's
look
not
intrigued.
good,
You must have flashed that ring again.
That's slightly offside.
And Chris and Clint, as I've said before, the ring is very slow. Now here's very interesting. Coldplay. Here's the verb: the act of being unintentionally exposed while cheating, especially in public, usually during major events. Check one. To be seen at wrong place with the wrong person at the wrong time. Check two. He thought he was safe in a crowd of 80,000. He got Coldplayed hard. Sort of like that other picture of Larry right there. Larry was basically, after that photo clip, was going, hoo-ha!
Well, hey, maybe in defense of the CEO, that was maybe she was cold and he was just trying to warm her up a little bit, trying to be a gentleman.
He hired her about 6 months ago with no HR background, so clearly this was a little fling going on. And, they have those little kiss cams at the Panda games and all over the country, but Chris Martin said, "I want to see the crowd here tonight." So completely unrehearsed, of 80,000 people there.
Yeah.
They zoom in on this particular couple. And if he just said, if it was just a reasonably normal reaction.
Oh, he could have had any other reaction but that one. Any other reaction would have been fine, but that one. Oh my God. He gave it away so bad.
I wish that cam was on me in Vegas when Larry stuck me with those 8 chocolate martini bills at the dollar bar.
We showed that. You're okay.
Yeah, I think about it every month when the credit card statement comes.
Yeah. No, you're going to be okay. We're going to do it again.
You're a former NHL tough guy.
No.
This particular situation, Nene, also occurred in Canada. A couple weeks ago, we talked about it. Nick Tarnasky, former NHL enforcer, becomes the center of attention after a viral fight on a golf course in Canada. I suspect that you were not involved in this.
No.
He's involved in a brawl with an intoxicated golfer. He beat the crap out of him. After he threw him into a lake, the best part of Nick here, each punch to the face, Nick shouts, "Bang, bang, bang, bang." This friggin' guy wouldn't go away. He tried to swing a club at him. What friggin' lunatic would take on this guy? And it all started because this scumbag is taking so much time. It's all backed up. Nick and his buddies respectfully ask, "Can we pass you idiots and play through?" And the dick said no. So he beat the crap out of him.
Threw him like a rag doll.
Look at that.
Well, no, Nick's a big guy, and the guy is, he's 4'2" like you are, Lawrence, and he just threw him around like nothing. But I think, hey, Billy, ask Billy.
It's one of those. Is that one of those ponds in Canada that you talk about? Ponds, lakes, streams, rivers.
Yeah, it's either man-made. It's probably a man-made little pond. But I think Billy Contretiliac would be able to, in 2 seconds.
Billy Kane knows water from Jersey.
No, I know, but I know the course. I think it's Shannon Lake. Yes. Shannon Lake. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes from my cousin's house. Once I get off the show, my she's going to arrive here. We got company. Going to have a few more drinks and sit outside. But anyways.
Just tell me you had nothing to do. You were not at the course that day.
No, not. Well, how could I? No, I was here. No, I'm not fighting anymore. I don't fight.
I know you don't. You're a very passive guy. We spent the weekend in Vegas. You were great. You let me try on both rings. And Clint, as I've said before, for a tough guy, the ring was very tight on my hand. He's got a very small hand, Larry.
I got a question.
2 fingers, Lawrence.
Have you guys ever gotten into any altercations on the golf course?
Yes.
Well, is it my turn now?
Either one, man. Take turns. Go.
Okay, so this just reminds me, and I did a little bit of homework. I took some notes and shit, but so remember that I think it was the last show we had where the guy went with the hockey, cleaned out his nostrils type thing in the sink. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So same golf course. This was probably a year ago, but it reminded me of what happened. So a year ago, this marshal, the guy that tries to speed up play on this golf course, it's called Carnoustie. It's the pace of play is pretty good. Usually 4 hours, 3:45, 4:15 sometimes. So this marshal, little 4'1", not, anyways, I won't say, comes up to our group and he knows the guys that are playing. And he comes up snidely and says to one of the guys he's like 6 handicap. He says, you haven't hit the middle of the fairway all day. And he keeps chirping him. And then, so I'm playing behind, I'm playing the blues. These guys are playing the whites. The guy that he was chirping should have been playing blues with me, but he didn't. So then of course I can't just stand there while he's getting beat up and chirped because we're playing good and whatever. And I said, what is your problem? Like, leave him alone. Leave this guy alone. You don't need to talk. He says, who are you? I said, well, nobody. I'm just playing. And I've been playing there for 30 years. All the guys know me and they back me up. And then he says, hey, you think you're a tough guy? And then everybody starts laughing, right? I said, well, maybe I used to be. Like, what the fuck is it to you? Oh, you think you're a fucking tough guy? And exactly.
The good, the bad, and the Melnyk.
Yeah. So then he starts. Then he keeps going. He keeps chirping, and then my group, and then the other group's coming up from the next hole from a par 3, and then now there's 9 guys at the tee box, and we're all fucking chirping at this guy. And then he says, you're no fucking tough guy. Go fuck yourself. He says, you stupid jackrat. He calls me a jackrat.
Uh-oh.
Clint, look that up. Look that one up. That is not from Canada. Okay. That came from somewhere else. And it's not good. And I said, you better get out of here. Right. Well, he got fired after that. He was drinking on the job, obviously. So he got fired. And no, he called me. It's not good. So that's my last.
Completely inappropriate.
But I said, listen, if I come near you, you're not getting up. And he took off, but he called me. So Clint, go into your Wikipedia or what's that?
Jackrat.
Jackrat.
I'm trying to find it in an Urban Dictionary.
What a dick.
Yeah.
That was the end of his marshal days.
That's the end of them. So that's the last altercation. Usually on the golf course, I just go play, have a couple
You're a very
beers.
passive guy in real life.
But there's other like I'm playing with guys that are, in their 70s. And when you look at Ozzy and Hulk and those guys, we're 65. I'm 65. We're getting close to like extermination.
No, I don't say that.
I'm trying. I don't need to be in fisticuffs and get,
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah. But I do like to chirp. Oh, I like chirping.
Well, we've seen that before, and nothing wrong with that. You're not an antagonist, but you like to get your you like to get your say.
And that brings me to another thing. And so I left home when I was 16, went to I came out here to British Columbia from Manitoba, and so from the age of 16, basically, we've been showering naked with guys, and you go pro, and then you see, and this is no
That's
secret.
why that photograph, Clint, I was behind him.
Yeah. So, and I gotta, anyways. So
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Ronnie Greshner's smoking cigarettes in the dressing room, walking around naked. All the guys are walking around naked. But so I'm watching golf one day, and it's an open shower. Like everywhere you go, there's no little cubicles. You don't have your own little cubicle unless you do at the big private clubs in New York or Florida or wherever.
We have a private shower in the locker room.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. See, I've never seen that. I've never seen, it's always been an open.
I'm not going to play golf with a buddy or whatever and go, hey, Fred, let's jump in a quick shower and then we'll go to the bar.
Yeah. See, I don't shower. I just, I
do that quick little.
I do the quick rinse and I get, but what I'm thinking is, so when you go to like the basketball state, so New York, the showers are 9 feet tall. They're way up there, right? Because the basketball guys, they have
the Knicks, I'm sure, have a different locker room than the Rangers.
Yeah, so they're 7 feet, and we're at what 6'5", maybe. That's where the shower head is normally. So, anyways, what I'm thinking, I'm watching the LPGA, and I'm thinking to myself, these girls are, some of them are pretty good looking, and do they shower together, or do they have separate showers? And it's just, I'm just thinking. Billy, these are just things that come to my head. So,
the lady golfers years ago, Jan Stevenson changed it. They were all very full-figured, sloppy, big gut, etc. Now you got these hot Asians on the golf course and whatever. I'd love to be in that locker room.
I would suggest that they're quite shy, and maybe that's. But I'm throwing it out there. Anybody? Like what do you think's happening? Like
they probably want to take a quick shower, play the next round the next day, go out for a drink. I don't know. What about the ladies basketball, the WNBA, or now you got professional ladies softball. So,
but we were on the golf. We were talking about golf. Anyways, just a thought.
Well, I like that thought. I like the way that mind works. And a perfect segue now to Thursday night at the fights after the Tarnasky fight and your incident on the golf course. We got a series tonight. We got a little trifecta, and we're going to feature you, my partner, Lawrence Joseph Melnyk. Clint, cue it up. Number one. Larry is a Bruin here, taking on a guy I never heard of, Kurt Blackberry.
Brackenbury.
Look! Ooh, he's got a couple rights here. Look at you with the left. Look at that. Look at Larry here.
So I would suggest that Sather saw that and said, and that's Sather and Sinden did a lot of trades together. You should take Clint if you got time after you're drinking your freaking margarita. Oh, Cash was a great man. Like
look at this. He gives you a little. Look at this.
He was the captain, and the number of trades that Boston and Edmonton did for the Oilers Cups, it's unbelievable.
Look at this. Boston Garden was that night. Oh, here's how it starts.
That's a good hit, though.
It looked like a clean hit.
He was ready. He was coming after me.
Oh, he's in form.
Yeah, he was coming after me.
You held your own. I would give the nod to you, but I've never heard of him. So that was probably you were in Boston, so 81, 82.
Yeah,
Boston Garden erupts. Clint, what do we got next? Now, here's Larry against a real tough guy. Larry's a Ranger here. And this is Chris Nilan. Watch how this develops. Ooh. Nilan, the Canadian. Look at Larry. Holding his own again. Getting in the lefts.
That's the 86 playoffs. When we lost to Montreal.
Which you guys should have won.
Yeah, they won the cup that year.
Oh, look, Nilan, a couple good lefts.
Well,
again, you held your own here.
When my hands
fought
were
him a few times.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Go sleep.
5 minutes. Playoff. Now the last one. Again, our very own Lawrence Joseph Melnyk back as a Bruin again in the Garden.
Oh, this is a good one.
Tough guy. Gary Morrison. Look at Larry again with those rights. Morrison holding on. They had to have loved you in Boston. They had to be real pissed Bruin fans. You come up through the organization, Hershey Bears. You held your own. You fought. You took on every tough guy in the league in a town that, they want this back in the 80s.
Well,
D'Amico. Look at this, everybody watching.
Let's put it to you this way, Harry. I don't think Harry was the smartest guy. Traded away Brad McCrimmon, traded away Barry Peterson. Well, basically got rid of Paul York. Crucial Niski, Jeff Courtnall. Shit.
Gary Morrison was a tough guy. Here he goes, 33. Escorted back to the box.
5 minutes, go sleep.
5 minutes.
I feel like we could totally add music to this.
That's quite a few punches there.
Oh my!
It's like Rock'em Sock'em Boppers.
I had this as a kid. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Wow.
I think we were both rookies then too. Like he didn't play very much. I didn't play very much, but at least there was the mutual respect. There was no hair pulling. There was no eye gouging. We both threw, 10 punches each. Quick, get the hell out of there.
Like a robot, Billy Gray, absolutely.
And we were both done.
Those three guys, they weren't pussies like your adversary, Laurie Boschman.
Oh,
would pull your hair and pull all kinds of cheap shots.
Never threw a punch in his life. Anyway.
Got to give you credit. Now we get a little warm and fuzzy moment of you. I had to go deep into the archives to find this one. Just listen in.
Mr. Melnyk, do you have time for autographs, sir?
I'll hold your phone. Come on over here.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir. Vancouver pants and Oiler socks, eh? Mixing it up.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't have played in Vancouver. How's that?
There you go.
In one shot, you take a shot of the Vancouver Canuck organization. You got your slacks in your head.
Vancouver, he said.
Look at this. You made a fan happy.
Yeah. Well, he made him laugh. But that was a true story. I make no bones about it. When Espo came in, 86, when I fought Nilan, we're one goal scorer away, maybe 2 goal scorers away, and we're 2 games from the final. We got we beat the shit out of Philly. We beat Washington, and then Phil came in the next year, didn't get off to the greatest start, and then he traded everybody away. So I went to Vancouver. I didn't want to go to Vancouver. I never wanted to leave New York. No, why would anybody want to leave New York? That's why Aaron Judge signed again. That's why Juan Soto. I think Juan Soto should have stayed with the Yankees.
Should have stayed with the Yankees.
He should have stayed. That would have been an outstanding lineup. But you don't want to leave New York. Why would I want to come? I grew up here. I grew up in Vancouver from 16 to 19. This is where I lived for 4 years. But I didn't want to come back here and play hockey here. That's for sure. No.
You came back and they showed respect. They gave you the A.
Yeah. It worked out, and I'm still here, from what's 1988. What's that, 40 years?
There.
Yeah.
But, it was interesting. You're walking in, as I know you always do. You had your little prepared snack tray.
Yeah.
You probably didn't have to have contraband of beer because you were clearly going to a suite. You signed the guy's autograph. I don't think you charged him. So you're a nice guy.
Yeah. No, I think that was I was wearing hockey underwear. That was after it was in Edmonton after a hockey for the homeless. So we raised money for the homeless in Edmonton and all of Canada.
Very charitable.
There's guys hanging around, and I sign one autograph every few years, and that's about it. So that was good.
What was that story, that one you showed me once? There was a big Larry Melnyk fan. He requested a Melnyk signed jersey. He sent you the jersey, but the name was spelled wrong.
That's in Yes, that's my brother. So Uncle Paul's coming here August 10th. It's one of his friends in Saskatoon, and they spelled the name like Melnyk. So he goes to the Oiler playoff game with my jersey. Melnyk. How do you if you spell the name and you go to the printer or the stitch guy, it's pretty simple. Just read and screwed it up.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Just
all right. How does that happen? And now how does the next thing happen? Clint, cue it up. Our favorite segment of the show.
well,
How does this happen? Larry, back in the garden as a Ranger, penalty box, got a 5-minute misconduct against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The spew that came out of the mouth, it'd be like some liberal politician today in the States.
jail. You're going to jail if you say stuff like that.
Today,
That's
yes.
all. I've got no rants. Everything's good except for my back and my eye. I'm doing good.
I
My
don't have
golf
one
game.
either.
You don't have one either?
No,
Then that's it. Nay.
things are good.
Wow, no, nothing.
No
Wow.
rants. Things are good.
Summertime, drink some beers, hang out on the deck.
How
That's
about
it.
We're
some
drinking, we're
wings
having
out of the
fun.
Stanley Cup?
Now, here's something I'm pissed that I missed. The Stanley Cup appeared once again. It's been all over town for 3 weeks. My go-to place, Flanagan's. There's about 20 of them in South Florida. The guys brought it to a local location, and they loaded it up with the wonderful Flanagan's wings rather. Great wings. You see the little green Flanagan Cup. Pat Flanagan, long-standing operation down here. Guys are still having fun with the cup.
Nice. Flanagan's is 2-for-1 happy hour every day, correct?
Oh, it's ridiculous. 2-for-1 happy hour, specials all night. Food is great.
Yeah.
Wings, ribs, burgers, inexpensive drinks. Wednesday night, I think you get a pitcher of wings. You get a dozen wings gratis. It's wonderful. You know, I lived around the corner from one. They're not this far north, so whenever I go south, back to South Florida, you know, it's always on the go-to list.
Nice.
Well, have a great trip.
Whoa, I thought we didn't even talk about alligator Alcatraz or
No,
anything.
Clint hasn't pulled. Go ahead. Clint hasn't pulled the last goal. Oh, thanks again, Clint. I'm glad you have fun with the new. I'm glad you have fun with your new AI toy. I'm nowhere near that institution. Oh man, that's just.
It's Larry's new job. He's doing protection.
Well, the only difference between that place and Clint and mine, our daytime job, you know, we get to go home at night. Those guys are there.
So the next show will be August 7th. Clint, you do some homework on the Jackrat. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Jack
Rat.
I love it.
Good night.
Good night. See you guys soon. Larry, have a great trip with Rochelle.
We'll do separate rooms.